Hi, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to channel Yashua Solomon. Today, I'm doing a review for The Zone of Interest. The Zone of Interest is a 2023 historical drama from film written and directed by Jonathan Glazer, loosely based on a 2014 novel of the same name by Martin Amis, a co-production between the United States and United Kingdom and Poland. The film centers on Auschwitz commandant Rudolf Haus and his wife as they strive to build a dream life in a new home next to the concentration camp. It stars Christian Friedel and Sandra Huller in the lead roles. Yes, so I've seen this film twice now. I'm aware of this director, Jonathan Glazer. This is a picture of him, by the way. If it could. Let me just get it clear. If it could. Well, sorry if it's blurry. It is blurry. But I'm pretty aware of his work. I'm aware of Under the Skin, 2013 sci-fi horror film starring what's her name? Scarlett Johansson. I didn't finish that film. I only watched halfway through. I found it beautiful and dreamlike, very masterfully directed, but I just found Scarlett Johansson's performance very dull. And I mean, her character is supposed to be alien, but it's just she wasn't really. I don't know. It just felt like it's just that's her being a bad actress rather than her playing an interesting alien character. So that kind of ruined the film for me. And but the film on a technical level was great, Under Skin. But I will say this film that he came out with recently, The Zone of Interest, is his best film. I believe this is one of the best films I've ever seen. Honestly, I truly believe that. This director, he has a certain neo noir experimental style, which I really like. I think I've always admired that kind of directing more than anything. It really utilizes creativity, and it keeps you like constantly invested into whatever you're watching when there's some sort of style behind it. Let me see. So, I mean, the film is just a masterpiece. It's pretty much. This is gonna be a spoiler review. The story is pretty much just a father who is named Rudolph, and he's the commandant of a concentration camp in Auschwitz, and his wife is supposed to be played by Sandra Huller, which she gives a terrific performance. Both of them, I believe, Christian Friedel and Sandra Huller. I don't believe I've ever seen them in a film before, but these are two incredible actors. I saw an interview with Sandra. I just like how she talks and how she thinks about the industry, or like just the entertainment industry or the acting industry. How she says she doesn't work what people due to their gender or their race. That doesn't matter to her. She just picks out who is a blast to work with and who is like I guess has good chemistry. And I think that's the best way to build things and work on things, is to put the right people around you, which this film felt entirely like it was built by a perfect team, because everything is perfect. The music, the acting, the cinematography, the costume designs, the story, everything is perfect. I really hope this crew could come together again. I wouldn't mind just getting the same actors, just doing something different and seeing what else they could do as a group of talent together. But yeah, I really thought the story was interesting, and how it shows you the how our complacency, and as people in society, when we think we're in the right, you know this movie starts with the family out in the woods. Beautiful cinematography. Even just the beginning of the film, just a title card that says zone of interest. It just goes on for like, what, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, it feels like. And the music is just this haunting, like like chanting, and it just breathes. It just, and then the title card slowly fades to black, and the whole screen is black, and it stays like that. And it just, this chanting keeps going and going, and it's just the weirdest credits intro for a film I've ever seen. Everything about this film is something you can't really compare it to, because there's a lot of stuff I cannot compare this to. Like, there's no other film I'm like, yeah, I know this. He's copying this kind of movie. Maybe something very niche and very underground, not mainstream, but nothing from what I recall. But then it goes into the woods, and you see the family. They leave to go back home. We see like the cinematography of this is already just beautiful. How everything's lined up. Is the next day the father is blindfolded, going downstairs, shown like a boat as a gift. His later on, some group of SS officers show up and tell him about like the plans on the gas chamber, which was a really messed up scene. I believe that's the accurate fucking blueprints of what they had to do, on the furnaces and all that. And it was just like, Jesus. And it's just like, it's really great how he was able to do this without getting graphic, because I think a lot of directors just love, like, almost like they glorify the violence by showing it a lot, because it's like, it's wrong. We shouldn't have to see it. It's just like you're desensitizing people after a while when you're just constantly showing it without getting your point across. But yeah, later it is. I mean, this movie has a lot of details and stuff. Um, Eventually he has to leave. And there's a scene with him and his wife arguing, which I thought was great. There's scenes at night where there's this girl putting apples out in the field for the Jewish prisoners. And it was just like very tripped out, like just a negative look, and just the music was just really, like it has this really creepy, like experimental sound, like doom doom. It's just this weird sound. It's not even like music. It's just like these weird sounds. This was alien sounding. It's very haunting and creepy. Um, I like the scene where he's standing in the backyard, you hear the screams and everything. It's fucking creepy. There's a shot of him, like this one shot too, where he's just like standing, and it's this Dutch angle shot looking up at him, and it's just like he's staring at the ground, and it's like you just hear the train and stuff, and it's just like there's a lot of really tripped out shots in this. Like even the shot behind me, it's just like everything has this very angular look to it. And I was thinking like, oh, this feels like reading a comic book at times. Just the way everything's lined up so well. Um, I just love this film. The cast is amazing. I love everyone in the cast. I've already told you about the leads and stuff. They're perfect. I've never seen them in anything before. Everybody else is just natural. They feel natural in the film. Um, the music is amazing. I just found the music uh, very tripped out and experimental, which I really like. That's why I like Trent Reznor and when he does soundtracks, because he likes to be experimental with his soundtracks, which I really like. Um, yeah, I mean, this movie is hard to find because it's not in a lot of theaters. It's in like a really little uh, number of theaters around the U.S. right now. So it's kind of hard to watch it on a big screen. But if there's one theater near you that's playing it, you should definitely go out your way to go see it because I think it's worth it. I've seen it twice, and it took me an hour and 30 minutes to get to the theater that I saw this at, and I enjoyed it because it was worth it. Even going out in freezing cold, I even took a train. Fucking yeah. Cause it's worth it. I love the movie. There's not a lot of films that are like this, in my opinion. That are as real and as artistic as this, especially in this day and age. This is like a jolt of fresh air. Um, I think this is definitely going to be in my top 10, the top of it, like number one, the best film of the year. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I love it. Um, yeah. Trying to figure out anything else to say. Um, if I have to rate this, it'll be a 10 out of 10, of course. This is a masterpiece. It's definitely one of the greatest films I've ever seen in my life. It's important. It's not just a movie. That's another thing. It's a very important piece of work. I think it's important for everybody to see so that we remember, like, hey, shit is crazy. You have to be aware of other people's suffering in life. Can't just be worried about yourself. Because at the end of the day, will you be able to live with yourself? And it's just like, some people might be, but you have to, that's their problem. But let me hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. I really would like to know what you guys think. Um, Please like and subscribe if you have a chance. I really appreciate it. It helps tremendously. Yeah, it definitely helps the channel a lot. Sorry about that phone ringing. But yeah. As always, may the force be with you. Peace and out.